Hey everyone, so we're going to do a quick little 10-minute check-in, and we're going to be focusing on the divine feminine and masculine on their twin flame journey and just kind of who is attributing to what challenges in their connection. This isn't really necessarily blaming anyone, but we're just going to basically see who is holding certain energies versus the other. So we're going to be using the Muse Tarot, the Essential Oil Oracle cards, as well as the Light Seers Tarot. So let's get into it. So I feel like the Light Seers Tarot is going to be the masculine and the Muse Tarot is the feminine's energy, and this is just going to be a shared deck. So let's go ahead and start off with the masculine. What kind of an energy or maybe even trigger is the masculine bringing up at this present time? We have detoxification. Okay, so the key word is cleansing. The trigger statement is, I will never change. So this could be a masculine who's literally bringing forth to this connection, saying things such as, I just am who I am. I'm never going to change. It just is the way that it is. So this is a card that's saying that the masculine can perhaps change this energy around by saying, in each moment, I am a new me. Opening himself up to cleansing and to perhaps seeing the error of his ways, if there are any. It says, you are supported as you release habits and limiting patterns that are not serving your highest good. So this masculine is acting in ways, and he's very stubborn about it, like he doesn't need to change or he doesn't see why he needs to change. We have the judgment energy. Yeah, so the judgment is about the way that we view things. I am getting here that there's a lot of past energy that could be influencing the masculine's thoughts. He could have a bad attitude or just not able to see things clearly because of his past experiences. But this can be resurrected, is what Spirit is saying here. We literally have someone who is standing there and their higher self, see, they're ascending out of that old shell. This can be changed. This masculine can cleanse. He can detoxify, and he can release habits that are limiting him. This can happen, but it is going to require him, to get to that point. So this is what the masculine seems to currently be attributing to the challenges that they are facing on their twin flame journey. So what about the feminine, you guys? What is the feminine attributing to this connection and journey? Okie dokie, we've got the nourishment card. It says, it's all my fault. That's the trigger statement. Grapefruit. It says, true statement. I see what I truly need. It says, your energetic body needs nourishment, so begin to discern physical hunger from spiritual hunger. Cherish your body and the way it supports you. So immediately what I'm sensing here is that this feminine has a tendency to take everything onto herself. It's all my fault. If only I had done this, or if only I had done that, then maybe things would be better. She feels like she has to take it all onto herself. She might be blaming herself for perhaps this masculine's issues or problems or why he won't commit or whatever. And that needs to shift and change. Let's get a tarot here to clarify. Seven of Wands. That is actually creating a block. Seven of Wands is a blockage card. So this is literally creating a block. I'm seeing too that this feminine might feel that the more that she does, the more that she gives, she feels better about herself. So that is, and can be a codependent trait where we feel like we do all of this for someone else. And why do we do this? Because we're overcompensating, because we want to gain their approval. We want them to love us more. If we do all these wonderful things for them, that means they're going to love us more. And it actually has quite the opposite effect. So these are the issues that the masculine and feminine are bringing to this connection. So let's take a look and see what are their connective energies. What energy seems to be connecting them at present, and what needs to be cleared and healed. We have patchouli. Wow, I hate my body. Do you hear that word? Hate. Earthly energy, root energy. The true statement is, my body is my temple. Remember that you are in a spiritual being having an earthly experience. Revere your loyal, sacred body. Wow. I can totally relate with that one, for sure. When we hate ourselves, or when we hate our physical body, or we don't feel good enough, what we'll do is we'll actually sabotage things because we don't feel worthy or we just feel ashamed. So this is about having an earthly experience. This is about not being, it's about not being in the body. It's about being outside of the body. This is an experience, a spiritual experience. This really doesn't have anything to do with your physical body. So it could be that this feminine is blocking, perhaps, if she is in this energy. And that is also causing her to overcompensate because she doesn't feel good about herself. Now, she could have an amazing body, but it doesn't matter. If you feel like shit deep down inside, or if you feel insecure, you know, because that stems from not loving yourself. So when you don't love yourself, you tend to give to everyone else except for yourself, because you don't want to work on yourself. You don't want to focus on yourself. Now, this, of course, can be the masculine. He hates himself. He hates who he has become. He hates who he is in the world. This is also keeping them both at bay. So let's get the masculine's energy connected to this. Yep, the moon. The moon is about darkness. The moon is about deceiving oneself, deceptive energy, being very confused, being in a shadowy energy, being fearful. So this creates a lot of fear for this masculine because, quite frankly, I'm getting that he just hates who he has become in the world. And feminine, we have death. Oh my God. First of all, two major cards, death and the moon. Very watery energy here. I've got all water. I've got Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio right here. So this is an energy that connects the two of you. It's very watery. It's very deep. And this hatred, there's layers here. And this hatred isn't necessarily about you, like about each other. This is about the root of who you are. You guys may have triggered these feelings and have resurfaced some of these energies within each other. So now you guys are currently feeling this because you need to transform it. You need to get rid of it. You need to heal it. You need to rebirth. So it's time is what I'm seeing here. And I literally just did a reading yesterday for Divine Feminines that the moon, the eclipse season right now is the perfect time to get out of these energies that are no longer serving, okay? So I hope that that makes sense to some of you guys. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to get maybe some upcoming energies that this feminine and masculine will be facing when it comes to this connection. We have Juniper Berry, projection. My mind does not rest. The true statement is I listen to my higher self. Look at each story that repeats itself in your mind as a stranger would and ask yourself, is this true? So what this energy ends up doing, if it's not handled and healed, we just we continue to project onto our twin flame or just other people in general. We project what we don't like about ourselves. We project what we don't project what we don't accept about ourselves. So if you guys do not love yourself or accept yourselves, you're just going to project this negative image of yourself onto your person, your twin flame. And you're going to automatically assume that your person will never love you, that they will never accept you. And that will just be. Those will be the circumstances. You will keep yourself in that state. So let's get the feminine's energy. 5 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. 5 of Pentacles. I really, really feel that this message is strongly for the feminine. Not only her, but there's a significance on this for her. The 5 of Pentacles is a card about feeling out in the cold. This feminine feels out in the cold, but what I'm getting here, feminines, is that you may be putting yourself out in the cold because of what you are projecting. You're projecting your worst fear onto this masculine. It may not even be true. Oh my God, look, you guys are both doing it. Do you see this? So it's equal. I mean, I think as a feminine, I can really relate to this, which is why I really, really feel that this message is for the feminine, but this is for the masculine. You guys are both in your heads projecting the worst case scenario. So you guys both have a lot of healing to do, and this eclipse season may be the perfect time to let go of anything that's not serving this connection. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care.